From the 30 on second down. Wilson. That's to the former Ram, Gerald Everett. 7 yards there and a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And hats off to Russell Wilson. He just went over 35,000 passing yards. Seems to be in contention for a passing title year after year. Came into the league in 2012 and so darn consistent. Congratulations to Russell Wilson on topping another marker. Sheds off the tackle. And all the way in. Touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson. First down gets 3 up to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, it's Hawkins, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So defensively here, you've got Matt Stafford at quarterback. Now, we know he's been in the league a long time, but still getting accustomed to playing in a Rams uniform. So what's your biggest key to stopping it?
Well, normally you would say with any quarterback, it's pressure. Number of hits on him in the pocket, keep knocking him to the ground. But Matthew Stafford's one of the toughest quarterbacks in the league. He just keeps picking himself up and firing downfield. To me, it's that coverage of receivers, and when they go to make a catch, make sure you have someone there trying to make a play on the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Stafford. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with him. this case, he played a pure zone. That was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Second down and 4. Now a give, right side. It's Carson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. But we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. They'll run on 1st down. Hawkins. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And he takes this from the 30 to the 34. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And he fires one incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off of play action, here's Stafford. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On first down, Carson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Worked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Wilson, he's going to keep it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. In a seat. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On first down, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Carson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down now, it's Hawkins, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll try the left side. It's Hawkins. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? They'll try the left side. Hawkins. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 5. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They run it with Carson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Throw right side, taken in by Eskridge. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So a nice kick there. On 2nd down, it's Hawkins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Stafford on 3rd down. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Stafford to Higbee there. Rams 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Hawkins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a give, right side. It's Hawkins, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Blesson Austin. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And this is more of the same right here. These guys have definitely been the aggressors here in the first half. They pushed the envelope in terms of play calls, and that's reflected in the score. And now they're in a position to widen this lead.
Carson will score. Touchdown, Seattle. So the big play to kick off the drive set him up first and they'll run on first down. It's Hawkins, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him, picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll try the left side. Hawkins. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up. And now here's another interception. Jordan Brooks with it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
He got 29 yards that time.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Carson, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson. First down. It's Hawkins. And he takes us beyond. We're going out of bounds. 68 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hawkins. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. Throwing is Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. After the sack on 1st down, Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as it comes with 22 seconds to go. Here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A final shot before the break. Stafford. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you very much. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hawkins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Stafford. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And Myers able to knock it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success. On 1st down, it's Hawkins, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Stafford. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. He can... Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. He wanted to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
And Gerald Everett makes a good catch there for a 1st down, and he was signed away from the Seattle Seahawks division rivals, the Rams, after 4 years in L.A. backing up Tyler Higbee. He's excited about his opportunity in the Pacific Northwest. Last year, 41 catches, a career high.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Carson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 117 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down now, it's Hawkins, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here, as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 6 yards left on 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll look to run with Akers. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Back now in Seattle, Washington. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So the defense does their job. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hawkins, and he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins, and he's got this down to the 35. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. On 1st down, it's Hawkins. Open space inside the 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
It's caught. Humphries. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give right side. It's Carson, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Carson. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hawkins. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd down, it's Hawkins. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. The run got 4, now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. This is complete to Hawkins. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it with Akers. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll run on 1st down. Hawkins. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hawkins. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And some room to roam now. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On 1st down, it's Hawkins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. On 2nd down now, it's Hawkins, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York